Amen. Hey, New Philadelphia.
Hey.
Y'all awake?
Yeah. Yes.
All right. Ain't it a blessing to be in the house of the Lord?
Yes.
On this first Sunday of Black History Month?
Yes.
Amen.
Yes.
And it's a blessing to be in the fellowship of believers on this first Sunday of Black History Month.
Yes.
Ain't it a blessing to be
Yes.
on this first Sunday of Black History Month?
Amen.
This period of time that started out as Negro History Week
Wow.
has expanded to what we have today, which is Black History Month. This month-long observance of our foreparents' contribution to the history of America. I mean, let us not deny or even forget that Black history is American history. These 28 days, which America is reminded that we're Black. Like we ain't Black the other 337 days of the year. But America is reminded that we're Black. You start seeing Black people on commercials in February, when you would only see them on BET or TV One.
Yeah.
Now you'll see them on NBC and ABC and CBS. Tom Joyner says we 365 Black, which means that we Black all the time.
Right.
But we are to celebrate our heritage. We are to celebrate our history. We are to celebrate ourselves every day, every year. All right. 365 Black. Anyway, stony the road we trod, bitter the chastening rod, felt in the days when hope unborn had died.
All right.
Ever felt hopeless?
Yeah.
Ever felt like there just was no hope? Did you feel hopeless on November 9th?
Day after the election.
The day after the election?
And every day
Did
since.
you feel hopeless? Because our hope was leaving on January 21st or January 20th. But November 9th was when it was decided, well, November 8th was when it was decided that we could make America hate again.
Oh.
Okay, now.
Amen, trees.
Amen.
But yet with a steady beat, have not our weary feet come to the place for which our fathers sighed? Even though America elected a new CEO. Even though America's true colors were displayed throughout the campaign. Even though we saw the Democratic Party self-destruct, we as God's people have survived. And we've made it. We've made it all the way through to today. We have come over a way that with tears has been worn. We have come treading a path through the blood of the slaughter.
Yep.
Let me ask y'all something. Does anybody know the name Fannie Taylor? Auntie Ella, you know the name Fannie Taylor?
Yes. Yes.
On January 1st, 1923, Fannie Taylor, the white Fannie Taylor, said she was beaten, robbed, and or raped by a black man.
Yep.
Oh.
She lied. It was that lie that set off a chain of events that would lead to the massacre or senseless extermination of black people. And it would wipe a small town in Levy County off the Florida map. Of course, I'm talking about Rosewood.
Rosewood.
Do y'all know the name Carolyn Bryant?
Yes.
Well, Miss Bryant, a white Mississippi cotton country resident, said in September 1955 in a court hearing that she was verbally and physically assaulted by a 14-year-old black boy. She testified in the murder case involving her husband and her brother-in-law. Her testimony led to the acquittal of both men, who then, after their acquittal, admitted that they did it. She said the young man, Emmett Till of Chicago, wolf whistled, grabbed, and verbally assaulted or verbally harassed her in a grocery store. Her husband and brother-in-law found Emmett, shot him in the head, gouged out one of his eyes, wrapped barbed wire around his neck, tied him to a cotton gin fan to weigh him down, and they threw him in the Tallahatchie River. And incidentally, Emmett Till's mother insisted on an open casket funeral. Exactly that. She wanted them to see how her child was looking. She wanted the black community to know just what extremes whites were going to deny us basic civil rights. And then here, some 60 years later, Miss Bryant says her story was untrue. George, I was sick when I read that. I mean, she said, well, it wasn't true.
Well, it wasn't true. Oops, my bad.
Now, I'm sorry. Now, I'm sure that I'm sorry is going to bring him right on back to life. We just erase all of that. We'll erase the funeral. We'll erase all the stuff that happened because she just said, I'm sorry. Emmett Till was robbed of his life because of a lie. The people in Rosewood were robbed of their life. They were run out of their homes because of a lie. But we've managed to move on after such atrocities. We've managed to live on after such mistreatment. God bless you. We've managed to love on after having no reason to do so. I don't know about y'all, but I'd say that's pretty Christ-like. And after managing, we can say, through it all, we're here. We're here, New Philadelphia, through it all. We are here, United States, through it all. President 45, we're here.
Amen.
Through it all.
Mm-hmm.
Because with God, we're not just conquerors. With God, we're not just vanquishers. With God, we're not just annihilators. But with God, we're survivors.
Amen.
Amen.
With God, we are winners. With God, we are victors. Because out from a gloomy past till now we stand at last where the white gleam of our bright star is cast.
When you that white boy can sing. Holding on to hope for better days. A jewel in our history. Kept your cool and your dignity. Beautiful family in the face of adversity. Oh, mama, oh, mama, wishing you the best when you go away. Oh, mama, oh, mama, holding on to hope for better days. Did we know just what we had? All the times they treated you bad, and refused to open their eyes to the dream that Martin had. Oh, yeah, yeah. Wishing you the best when you go away. Said you gave us your all. Oh, yeah. Holding on to hope for better days. With all this uncertainty, it isn't all countries free. Oh, to ignore brothers' needs. Said if hope were air, would you refuse to breathe?
All right.
Taken from the tomb of glory. Yeah. We got a tomb.
Thank you.
Barack Hussein Obama II. Our president.
Yes.
My president. Out from the gloomy past of Jim Crow. Out from the gloomy past of lynching blacks. Out from the gloomy past of a prominent and prolific Ku Klux Klan shines the white gleam of our bright star. And his name is Barack Hussein Obama II. That was a tribute by Joy Gallant, who is a social worker in Missouri. A white social worker. I let Miss Letty Johnson hear. She said, he sound like us. She asked me, she said, you sure he's white?
Hey, you probably got
I said, well, he look white. It's got to be something up there in that somewhere. He sound like us. And I read something that, about political history that was made. Not just the fact that President Obama was the first black president, but President Obama had 8 years with no scandals.
How about that? John Kennedy.
How about that?
John
8
Kennedy.
years, no scandals.
Wow.
None whatsoever.
And so Joy Gallant said thank you in his way for 8 scandal-free years as the world's most powerful man. And I want to say thank you to Mr. Joy Gallant because that's an awesome tribute. That white boy can sing. Family, I don't want to take up a whole lot of y'all time today because I know that some football game is coming on. It's a football game coming on before 24.
You know,
The
new 24.
Yes. So, I'm going to try to get y'all out of here because I know y'all got preparations for the watch party. And I want to see 24 too. But I want to talk to y'all about our future troubles, our future problems, or our future situations, Sunita. And when I say our, I mean us, or those that look like us. But I want to deliver a message of hope, a message of determination. I don't want us to hold our heads down because of President 45. I don't want us to be in despair because of his token black sellout regime. I don't want us to feel like we're doomed because President 45 doesn't care about us. We're empowered because we are who we are. We're empowered because we can and we will overcome. We're empowered because we don't just go forward, but we go through. I just want to relay the message that in the midst of our problems, in the midst of our burdens, in the midst of any confusion, God gives us peace in the midst of the storm because ultimately we're still making history.
Yep. That's right.
We're still making history. That's my subject. We're still making history.
Yes.
Now I know the scripture seems like a peculiar scripture to attach to a Black History Month celebration. But when you read it, then really think about it. you can see that it speaks directly to us in this present day. We are hard pressed on every side, yet not crushed. We are perplexed, but not in despair. Persecuted, but not forsaken. Struck down, but not destroyed. Always carrying about in the body the dying of the Lord Jesus Christ. That the life of Jesus also may be manifested in our body. For we who live are always delivered to death for Jesus' sake. That the life of Jesus also may be manifested in our mortal flesh. So then, death is working in us, but life in you. On April 3rd, 1968, Dr. Martin Luther King said, I can remember when Negroes were just going around so often scratching where they didn't itch and laughing when they were not tickled. But that day is all over. We mean business now. And we are determined to gain our rightful place in God's world. We're still making history. This part of his I've been to the mountaintop speech was delivered at the Mason Temple Church of God in Christ headquarters in Memphis, Tennessee. He also said, we've got some difficult days ahead. We got some difficult days ahead. Because we got President 45 in office. But it doesn't matter with me now. I just want to do God's will. And he's allowed me to go to the top of the mountain. And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know that we as a people will get to the promised land. And I'm happy. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. By virtue of the fact that we were born black, we're faced with challenges every day. We have to do things a little bit better. We have to strive a little bit harder. We have to be a little bit stronger. But whatever the challenge we happen to face, we got a God on our side that is going to give us strength. And if God is for us,
No
who
man
can be against us?
You're right.
Yes, we got 4 years with President 45, maybe. Yes, we got more. We got 4 more years of a racially tense and divided nation. Yes, we got at least 4 years of learning just which black supporter of President 45 has sold out and is allowing themselves to be used for his purpose. But in each of those instances, we're still making history. See, we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay because we serve a God that's bigger than any government. We're going to be okay because we serve a God that's bigger than President 45. We're going to be okay because we serve a God that's bigger than issues of race, bigger than issues of climate change, bigger than issues of who can travel where. How do we know that? Because we serve a God whose son paid the ultimate penalty for a crime he never committed. And he was given a death sentence. But you know why we're still making history? Because Jesus was the only one whose sentence was commuted after it was carried out. Nobody gets a death sentence and it gets commuted after they were killed. Nobody that sat in the electric chair and then was electrocuted. Nobody was then said, oh, we're going to commute your sentence.
Come on back. Come on back.
Come on back. Nobody that was hung, nobody that had lethal injection, none of those people had a sentence that was carried out and then commuted.
All right now.
It had to be commuted before it was carried out.
Right.
You, instead of having death, you would have, life in prison. Or instead of having death, you would be acquitted or exonerated of the crime, and then you can go home.
Right.
Either way, it happened before the fact, because after the fact, it's a done deal.
Mm-hmm.
But not with Jesus.
Yes.
All right now.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, death sentence, and his sentence was commuted after the fact. He was like, wait a minute, that's my son. And yeah, he's dead for now, as far as y'all know. But that's my son. He just sleeping.
All right now.
And you know what? Y'all carried it out. Y'all killed it. But guess what? Didn't he tell y'all something before he left? He said in 3 days he was going to rise.
Right now.
So, wake on up, son. Your sentence has been commuted.
All right now.
Who else can do that but God?
All right now.
All right.
And here we are a couple of years later, a couple of thousand years later, I'm sorry, and we're still making history.
Yes.
We're still making strides. We're still moving in a positive direction. We're still winning because we're still making history.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Just like the history that was made in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s, nothing stops. Nothing changes. Nothing slows down. We're still making history. We're moving forward. We're not singing we shall overcome as much as we used to. You know why? Because we too busy actually overcoming.
All right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Earlier I asked y'all if y'all knew some people. And I'm going to ask y'all about a few more people. I want to ask y'all, do y'all know Deval Patrick?
Mm-hmm.
Deval Patrick is the only black man to be elected governor of the state of Massachusetts.
Mm-hmm.
He was elected after Mitt Romney.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know Mitt Romney.
Yeah.
But Deval Patrick was the governor after Mitt Romney. If you don't know him, get to know him. Because we're still making history.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do y'all know Cedric Glover?
Yes.
Kim, who's Cedric Glover?
He's the governor of Shreveport.
He was the mayor,
Mayor
of
of
Shreveport.
Shreveport. Yeah. The black mayor of Shreveport.
Cedric Glover was the first black mayor of Shreveport. Cedric served 2 terms, and he's now a Democrat in the Louisiana House of Representatives. So he's in the state legislature. If you don't know him,
Get to
get to know him. Because we're still making history.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do y'all know Ollie Mae Tyler? You don't know? Well, Kim, Miss Tyler is Cedric Glover's successor.
Oh, really?
She holds the distinction of being the first black female mayor of Shreveport, Louisiana.
I didn't know that.
If you don't know her, get to know her. Because we still making history.
Wow. How you know more about Shreveport than me?
You from Shreveport? That's your home.
Do y'all know Elizabeth, Katie, and Victoria Wilson? You ever heard those names before?
I think so.
They're triplets. They're black,
Yeah.
9-year-old triplets.
Yeah.
And
I heard
all
something
3 of
about
them are members of Mensa.
Yeah.
Mensa is the society for the high IQ people.
Mm-hmm.
These 9-year-old girls, these little black girls, they were living in Florida, but they moved to New Jersey, I think. But they're all members of Mensa at 9 years old.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know them, get to know them. Because we still,
Still
making
making
history.
history.
Have you ever heard the name Carson Huey Hugh? Carson is a freshman at Texas Christian University, and he's majoring in quantum physics. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
He's black,
Mm-hmm.
but Carson is only 11 years old.
What? Wow. All right. Go Carson.
Amen.
And his 13-year-old brother is about to graduate from high school.
Wow.
If you don't know them, get to know them because we still making history. Have y'all ever heard of the Urban Prep Charter Academy?
Yes.
It's an all-black, all-male school in Chicago.
I heard of them.
Now let me tell you about them. For the 7th consecutive year,
Yep.
100% of the graduating class
Going to
is going to college.
Yep. Yep. But you don't.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And that's us.
Yeah.
If you don't know anything about the UPCA, then learn about the UPCA because we still making history.
You don't hear that when they talk about Chicago.
No.
Have you ever heard of Kwasi Enin? Kwasi is a black honor student in New York. Kwasi was accepted to all 8 Ivy League schools. All 8.
All 8.
That's Brown, Columbia,
All right.
Cornell, Dartmouth, Harvard, Princeton, University of Pennsylvania, and Yale.
Yes. Yes.
All 8. If you don't know him, get to know him because we are still making history. Do y'all know Barry White? Not that Barry White.
Yeah. The teacher. The teacher. The teacher.
Not that Barry White.
The teacher. Yes.
This Barry White
The teacher.
is a 5th and 6th grade teacher.
Yeah.
And he teaches at Ashley Park Elementary School in Charlotte, North Carolina. Now y'all see, I know y'all see.
Yeah, I seen the
When
video.
y'all watch basketball and you watch football and everybody got a different handshake and all that. Well, Barry White was inspired by a basketball player and he decided to do that with his students. He started out with doing it with just one student, but all the other students were like, wait a minute.